It's Friday, and you know what time that is. Right? Because I don't. Somebody help me out. No, it's Friday. That means you're
5 o'clock somewhere.
Heck yeah. Tall cans in the air. Or nice whiskey glasses.
Red Solo cup.
There Beer pong? Yeah, so it's Friday. That means hopefully you're getting out of work early and you're going to be enjoying some, whatever you guys do on the weekend.
Cruising into the weekend.
Cruising into the weekend. I like it. And to help you cruise into the weekend, you might want to get a hold of Hatowski Realty because they can help you cruise into your own pad so that you can go home after a hard day of work and relax in your own space. Now, you might be thinking, well, Brent, I have an apartment. Yes, but you have neighbors either above you or below you that like to tap dance at 2 a.m. and you have no idea why. No idea. Or they like to run on their treadmill right when you're trying to fall asleep. Doesn't really matter. You're trying to sleep and they're doing a physical activity. Probably starting their own CrossFit gym at that specific moment.
Actually, if I may interject a little anecdote of my own, that is a true experience. When my wife and I lived in an apartment, I remember my wife would always get mad at me because we had this older lady who lived above us, but she was quite loud when she walked around, so we'd be sitting around in our living room and, the old Clydesdale's moving around up there. And I'd say it quite loud.
Ah, nice.
On purpose.
Yeah.
My wife did not usually appreciate it.
Because she's a kind soul and you are...
Yeah, she is a saint.
Yeah. Well...
She puts up with me.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. So, there you go. You might... I think we just answered your question.
Absolutely.
Like, you might be sitting there going, well, I have my own pad. Yeah, but you don't have your own personal space. So make sure you get a hold of Hatowski Realty. Mike and Renee are there to help you get into your own space so you don't have to listen to the neighbors walk around or tap dance or start their own CrossFit gym or whatever they're doing. And also, you don't have to smell their food. Like, I've lived in a lot of apartments. Sometimes you walk in and you're like, who is cooking a diaper? It's not good. I'm glad we're not eating there.
Shouldn't do that anyways.
No, you really shouldn't. So, if you need their information, make sure you look on our Facebook, Menacing Podcast, or on X, at Menacing Podcast. You can get their information so that you can start the journey of creating your own life independent of neighbors above you or below you. And, well, of course, if you don't have social media, you can always email the show, menacingpodcast@gmail.com, and we'll make sure to get you that information because we want to help you. And I think you guys want to help us. And the way that you can help us is by rating and reviewing the show.
Absolutely.
5 stars at least.
Help us. Help you.
There we go.
Help us.
There you go. Yeah. We'd really appreciate it. Spotify, iTunes, Audible, everywhere that you can. Those are just to name a few. But anywhere that you can listen to a podcast. YouTube Music, found us there. Yeah. So I was pretty pumped. I have a coworker that uses YouTube Music all the time.
Nice.
Yeah, and he was like, "Are you on that?"
We're available.
Yeah. Make sure you rate, review the show. Drop comments. We'll read them or answer them or scoff at them. I don't know. Whatever you leave, we'll address accordingly. So, with all that out of the way, let's get into the Friday episode of the Menacing Podcast. John is finally joining us. He's about to plug in his earbuds. I just want the listeners to know what's going on behind the scenes. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Hey,
maybe
John,
someday they'll be able to see for themselves. Little teaser.
Little teaser, huh?
We got some things in the works.
Oh man, that sounds terrifying.
So, yeah.
That sounds terrifying.
It is. It's not good.
It's not.
Nothing is good that comes from this.
It's a terrible idea, but we're going to do it because
it's the Menacing Podcast.
Exactly. So, John, last week you started out our Friday talk that gave me an aneurysm. So, Russ, this week, can you please bring a topic that doesn't deal with guys that shove food in their face and call them professional athletes?
I can.
Okay, but
Can't.
But
well,
hold on.
I might not. It might be comparable.
Hold on. Before we start, that just reminded me.
You just passed it off to me and then took it back?
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
I can't call you an Indian giver because that's not politically correct anymore.
So you just... Okay.
No, I'm saying I can't.
Oh, okay.
I cannot say you're an Indian giver. That's not politically correct.
Right. So I had a listener reach out to me and said, I need to put my competitive eating elitism to the test.
Oh, that you need to?
Yeah. Because John was like, first of all, John, where's our 4-pound burritos?
Yeah, I thought we were going to get those today. I didn't eat because I was planning to eat on the podcast.
Yeah. I drank a ton of water to expand my stomach.
That's weird because I got a text from Russ saying, "Don't you dare bring any food. I don't want to hear you guys chewing into the mics."
I believe I said the exact... You must have misread my text because I think I said I want this to sound like the Rush Limbaugh program.
Oh, okay.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, kick a man while he's down, huh? Gee whiz. So this listener sent me this picture of the Southern Slam Challenge. It's from a restaurant.
Down south?
No.
Or local?
I think it's local.
Oh.
So do you want to know what's in it?
Yeah.
Let me share.
Of course I want it. Yeah, you started this, absolutely.
Yeah. Let me share what's in it, and then I want to get your guys' thoughts. Do you think you could finish it?
Okay.
All right, to start out, 12 eggs.
Okay, I think right there I would be out. That's all. Wait, how are the eggs cooked?
It's an omelet.
Oh, okay, I'm in. I'm back in.
Easy.
Tapping back in. Yeah, that changes things. If it's like 12 over easy eggs, that's too much. That's
okay.
It's too slimy at that point.
You just slide right down your gullet.
No, it's the texture. Then the texture loses me.
Okay. So we got 12 eggs, American cheese, onion, sausage.
Wait,
see right there, I'm out.
But you could ask him for a kosher version, right?
I mean, I could, but nah. I don't know.
What is an American cheese aside from better than every other cheese?
Right. It's an American cow. We branded it USDA.
Oh, okay.
It's not branded French.
But if USDA, wouldn't that be like meat? So that'd be like a male cow.
Well, whatever.
You're not.
We still.
I don't think you want to eat the cheese from that.
That's a different kind of cheese.
But I'm serious. What is American cheese? What is it?
I don't know.
Is it Velveeta? Is that
fake cheese?
Synthetic cheese?
I heard that the American cow is really when you just milk them and get the cheese, it comes out in perfect slices.
New American cheese by Quaker State.
Those Quakers are ingenuitive.
They've kept your vehicles running with their synthetic oils. Now they bring you American cheese. America, built on Quakers.
They actually started out with cheese. They figured out that it has so much oil in it.
They just melt it down, and that's the Quaker State oil.
Yeah.
That makes a lot more sense, actually.
Yeah. So we got sausage, hash browns, and topped with a layer of sausage gravy served with hash browns. Okay, so they repeated themselves.
I'm still in this. I'm in. Okay, so we got, hold on, let's recap a minute, because we've delved a lot into this. So you've got 12 eggs.
Yep.
And that's about where I left. Oh, American cheese.
Yes.
And that's about where I was lost.
Okay. Onion.
Okay. That's
sausage.
Good. Okay.
Hash browns.
Okay.
And topped with a layer of sausage gravy served with hash browns.
I love sausage gravy.
Toast.
Oh, yeah.
Or pancakes.
Toast or oh, boy.
And it says, meet the challenge and you'll receive your omelet at no charge.
Wow.
A free t-shirt. And your picture on our Southern Slam Wall of Fame. Do you want to know? It says no sharing. Not available.
Well, that would defeat the whole purpose of the competition.
Sure.
Do they pay for the hospital visit?
The coronary, the bypass that you're going to have afterwards? No, it doesn't say anything.
Do they cover the funeral? I'm just curious if that's included.
Oh, okay. So here you go.
Oh,
here we go. It does not. say anything about hospital or funeral
okay,
coverage.
they leave that out, yeah.
But it does say you have to eat this enormous omelet in 45 minutes or less.
Oh,
and it's on us.
Oh.
Yeah.
How much does it cost?
If you don't?
What are the stakes here?
$30.
Whoa. It's a pricey omelet.
It's also 12 eggs.
Yeah, that's a lot of eggs.
So I got that gauntlet thrown at me. Unfortunately,
would you? Well, obviously not with the sausage, right?
So I tell you what, I would make an omelet like that. Unfortunately for you guys would lose in this.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Why?
Well, hold on.
I'm a little insulted.
Hold on.
Have you seen me?
Who hasn't?
I can hold my own. Thank you very much.
You have to.
I'm not, as you would say, the runt of the litter. I got a little laugh out of John.
Yeah.
That was
probably
worth
because
it.
he looked at a meme or something.
Not even paying attention.
Okay, I don't think that you guys couldn't finish it in 45 minutes. I think that I would beat you in eating it. And the reason is because at one point in my life, I was eating 12 eggs at breakfast.
Yeah, but just like 12 eggs, right? And you were probably eating them raw because you're like weird health freak.
I was not eating
like a
them
weightlifter, bodybuilder.
I scrambled them, but it wasn't just eggs. It was eggs, I think a cup of oatmeal, and some blueberries.
Oh, okay. Well, now hold on. Because that's heavy.
Yeah.
Oatmeal's heavy.
Yeah, and a cup of coffee.
Oof.
So, yeah. My coworkers did not appreciate me.
You destroyed the bathroom.
Talk about silent but deadly.
You needed some of that Charmin with the wavy edges.
Yes, I did. Absolutely. But yeah, so 12 eggs doesn't even scare me. I'm like, oh, actually, that sounds kind of good.
You actually needed the Lava Blaster 3000, I think, from our dear listener from France.
Yes,
Robespierre, Favreau, as we all know.
So I think that you guys could finish it under 45 minutes, but I don't think you could beat me. John kind of, he's looking at me like, dude, you don't know how I eat.
Have you ever tried to eat with John? I've gone out to breakfast with him.
Yes.
It's an experience.
We went out to breakfast.
Did we really? On purpose?
Yes.
That was only one time.
Yeah, that's true.
For an important day.
It was a mistake that was never repeated.
No.
Oh, I'd love to repeat it again.
Aww.
And plus, we're not going back to that restaurant, though. We were too colorful for that age group.
That's right. We kept getting looks from the people in the booth next to us.
Yes, we were.
I mean, it took them a while to turn around and look at us, but they got there.
Yeah.
They got there.
Yeah.
I'm starting to turn.
It's all creaky and stuff.
You think really? You think you could? I think you could actually. Yeah, I think you would beat me.
I know that I know that John's like, you haven't seen me eat, and that's fair.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I could beat you.
You haven't seen me eat. First of all,
what?
Second of all, I was trained by the Marine Corps to eat, so I can. I can throw it down.
John, though, studied at Joey Chestnut's school.
Oh, he knows how to open that throat.
Yeah.
Also, too,
like a snake.
How do I say this the nicest way?
Unhinge his jaw, shovel the whole plate in there.
It's been a few years for you, Brent. Though
It's
been a few years.
It doesn't mean that I lost that part of my
There
training.
is a lot of trash talk, very subtle trash talk going on here. Uh-oh.
Hey, be a doll. Go whip up 2 omelets.
Oh, you're so good to me.
24 eggs, 12 each. Throw some onion on there.
I'll get Russ. Right on it.
American cheese, too.
Oh!
Where is this place?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
He didn't share that info. He just took a picture of like the bottom of the menu.
What's it called?
Oh,
the food.
Oh, okay. I'm like, dude, we just discussed this. I don't know.
It's 12 eggs.
Oh, wait, I got it. The Southerner.
Okay.
It's a restaurant. It's in Saugatuck, Michigan.
Oh, okay. Southern Slam Challenge.
Oh, maybe that's not the right one. I thought it was the Southerner.
No, it is Southerner Slam Challenge.
Southerner Slam Challenge. That's the wooden... No. Oh, yeah, that's the wooden shoes. I'll leave it to the Dutch.
To eat that much.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where that is.
Holland.
Why are you pointing across at me? Now, I'm looking...
You're Dutch?
American cheese, onion... It doesn't give me the...
Huh.
It just says the Southern omelet for that one. Hold on.
Southern Slam.
Here it is, the Southern Slam Challenge. Yep, this is the one. I had to scroll down through that's a big menu. You are correct. It's in Holland, Michigan.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
John's he's stretching. He's ready to go.
I'm ready.
So yeah, there you go. You have the Southern Slam Challenge at the Wooden Shoe Restaurant.
Yeah, so I guess a listener decided to challenge me and my elitist whatever he said.
I would join just because I know I wouldn't win the competition, but I could at least get the food for free.
Yeah,
well, it'd be fun. That's why I said it'd be fun to do.
Yeah.
And then I could just watch you two
Just
while I'm sitting here enjoying my gigantic omelet, feeling all of my arteries close, constrict.
It's mostly protein. You're fine.
Yeah.
My heart's working a little harder than it usually does.
It's not used to all the nutrients that it gets getting.
Yeah.
What are you doing to me?
It's used to just the American cheese slathered on everything.
Yep.
The Quaker State oil poured directly on.
Yeah.
Instead of 12 eggs, he's I like 12 packets of American cheese, please.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's Velveeta, right? That's what American
just
cheese.
drizzle that into my mouth.
Just for the full 45 minutes, just have an IV.
It's a cheese shake. Just slurps it out.
I would rather just have the IV. Just inject it straight into my bloodstream.
Yeah.
That one IV in one arm of the American cheese, the other of coffee.
There you go. Nothing like a great hearted, a hyper heart attack.
Yeah, you die in less than 45 minutes.
Like,
He won.
It's like, sir, your arteries are turning yellow. Ah, yes.
It's working.
It's working.
He's a superhero, Mom.
The effect. I'm coronary man.
I think he's actually got jaundice, sweetie. Let's go.
I'll save you in a little bit. I gotta sit down for a minute.
Oh no, he's fallen.
My arm's numb. My left. Are they making toast? I don't know because this is a restaurant. I don't actually know if it's. Is it? Are you making toast right now?
It's on your plate. Oh, okay.
Oh,
we're good.
So I'm not having a stroke? No, you might still be having a stroke. I'm still gonna eat this toast.
And a heart attack at the same time.
It's all good.
So I didn't mean. I wasn't trying to hijack. It just came
Well, you
to
did.
me.
That's
I know. It just came to me though.
Let's
that
go. Gentleman challenge. Let's go.
Well,
He can't.
I can't eat it.
It's got.
Well, make it so you can eat it.
Make it so that
Just
I can,
make them.
yeah, just-
make them
yeah,
make
just
it for
them-
you so
yeah.
they can't.
Yeah.
I mean, we could do we could take those ingredients, and then we could make them at the studio, and go to town and see what happens.
Okay.
Okay.
I like this
You make
idea.
it your way. I'll just have it the normal.
We should
American way.
film this.
Yeah,
Oh,
time
okay,
lapse.
this is a thing. Yeah. And they're dead within 5 frames. Nobody won. Nobody won this.
Russ is like, I'm the only winner because I got to watch.
Oh,
those
We're
two
still filming.
This is where you do the time lapse, and it's all the different frames, and then the last frames are me digging 2 holes in the backyard and dumping your bodies in.
with the rest of the omelet.
Yeah.
It's the Menacing Podcast with Russ. It was all part of my plan.
Yes. Yeah.
You get these voices. Hello, Russ. Ah, he's here from the grave.
But then I become an addict of American cheese, and I'm
Yeah,
constantly
yeah.
injecting it into me, and
then
I
you're-
end up
you're-
dying of an overdose.
Yeah. 3 months later.
Yes.
It'd be turned to the cheese podcast.
Yeah.
The-
What?
All
Sampling
you do is talk about
differences?
cheese. That's what
I don't know that much about cheese. I just know that the American synthetic cheese is best. But I did have a topic before we run out of time here, since Brent threw it to me and then completely pulled the rug out from under me.
Gotcha. You got to be on your toes around me.
I clearly should have known that and didn't.
But you are not in ballerina shape anymore, so
I mean, depends. Depends on what I'm...
depends on what ballerina. If
Yeah.
it's like playing the tree.
Like a boulder.
There. Okay. I was part of the show.
That's right. I was there. I got stuck in the curtain, but so it's election season, right? Not to get into politics, but you guys see all the political signs out and about, right?
I actually like to drive with my eyes closed.
That's natural. Yeah, that's actually.
I don't answer my phone anymore.
No, why would you?
Because, no, I don't see the signs.
Oh, okay. Well, this is going to be a really awkward topic then to bring up.
I mean, I see a couple, yeah.
Well, do you ever see the one? Have you seen a lot of the ones that have, which I don't remember this being so widespread, but the ones where people put their pictures on the sign?
Like, yeah, I've seen it. I've seen a couple of those.
I don't remember it being so widespread. I see it all the time now. But the thing that kills me is, why would you do that? Nobody looks sane in those. The picture, yeah, John's doing a really goofy grin. It's exactly like you look and say your eyes are wide and you got like this grin like you're about to pull a Johnny Smith. And I don't understand. There's no middle ground on that. You look like a psychopath, not a sociopath. You look like a psychopath.
Well, it's right in your face. Vote for me.
Yeah, it looks like somebody's holding you there against your will sometimes, or you're holding somebody else at your home against their will.
You will take this picture.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the point. When you go to vote, you're like, I remember their face. I should vote for them. That's the one I remember.
Like, oh, this person's probably the least likely face to kill me. Vote for you.
I think you're right.
That's the slogan.
I'm
least likely to kill you.
I'm least likely. It's basically a competition
Sold
of
me.
you look like the least psychopathic of the whole group.
But I think you just nailed it right there. You have to put out a good like you have to see your competition's pictures.
Yeah.
And then be like last minute and just have like this like you were having a great beach day or something. And you put it up and everybody's like that guy.
Right, but there's either the people that look like psychopaths or they're the people that look like you're like, oh yeah, okay, they look real clean cut. Yeah. But then when you go and look at their actual picture or you see them in person, you're like, you're not the person on the sign. Did you hire a model?
How much makeup did you use for that picture?
Like there's no I've looked and there's no middle ground. Like you're like, this person is a handsome, clean cut Kennedy, and you're like, oh
yes.
But like Ted Kennedy. Whoa, where did that come from? They looked like JFK on the sign, but Ted in real life after driving into the Chappaquiddick and killing a girl.
Yeah. Way to be not too political.
Yeah, no, sorry.
I just wish that...
That's not political. That actually happened. Just a little fact, a little history.
I just wish that everybody would get a tan for the picture.
It never... Yeah.
No one's ever tan.
So like pale and pasty.
And then... So they take the picture with under bright lights. And then they put their picture on the drop back of a white board. And you're just like, hey, Casper.
Or like they choose the color for their party, so they either look red like a lobster or blue for. They're like,
I don't know if that person's alive and that person's got heat stroke, or
they froze to death.
Yeah,
they lost all oxygen. We don't. Were they holding their breath for the picture?
They're auditioning for the Blue Man Group.
There you go.
Now, see, I could get behind that though.
Yeah. I'd vote for that.
Yeah, absolutely,
all day.
But I don't. What are people thinking? Like, do you actually? First off, let's just take the premise, right? Nobody knows who you are.
That's true,
and it's not going to change. Like, they only need to know your name, right? It's not like they put your picture next to your name at the voting booth.
Oh, new idea though.
No, I don't want to see them.
Well, of course, we could only afford black and white, so it wouldn't even matter. Just be a blob. You're like, who's... Okay.
Did those two bled together, or are they Siamese twins running for office?
Just the same picture all the way down.
They have a model, just an election model, who's just your basic average guy.
There you go. Yeah.
Or, they do gal. Change it up with a gal. They have both, two of the multiple genders. But seriously, do we have any listeners who run for public office and who go, you know what I need to do? Put my face on a sign. First off, if you're that egotistical, do I really want to vote for you? Or if you're even that person who's like, this will calm them, and then you look like a psychopath, like they're gonna get. I'm just one of the neighbors. It's like, ooh,
hopefully not mine.
From where?
Elm Street. Don't worry about
it. Freddie, Mike Myers, and not the comedian.
This is That picture is not flattering. It's never flattering.
It never is. I don't know why people think that's a good idea to put their face up on the and especially too when it's blown up.
Yeah,
it does not get better, guys.
You're like, you probably should have kept that to yard signs. This billboard on the highway is terrifying.
And especially it's great too when you have the digital billboard where pixels go out.
They're missing a tooth. Wow, oh, this guy's homely.
Does he have an eye missing without a patch?
I'm pretty sure she's missing an eyebrow. What? Just one though. Just one brow.
And the digital billboards they're not good. Like they're not very clear. They're very pixely. Am
I voting for a Minecraft character? What's going on here?
Nice. I think this is a perfect example though of why politics sucks, because there are people who go out and say, you know what people want? My face on a sign.
Either in their yard or visible for them to stare at on the highway.
Distracting them so they swerve off and hit somebody.
Yeah, that's no good. There's going to be new signs up on our highway, though, like after this season. It's going to say, like, 10% of all fatal accidents during the election happened while you were looking at a political billboard.
Yes. It's going to take up a lot on the sign. It's a little bit wordy, but
but they expect us to read it.
Yeah, that's the logic.
80% of accidents caused by texting and driving are fatal. Oh, what?
Drive distracted, get dead. As you read the sign.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm. If I ever run for office and you see my face, can you please let me know that was a terrible idea?
Believe me, I will. I will be the first to let you know.
Like, that's stupid. Continue doing it. You're not going to win.
Or I love the people who also put their face and then they're posing with another, like, well-known candidate.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they're pals.
Yeah. It was at a convention. That person doesn't remember your name.
Nope.
The only reason you remember theirs is because they already made it.
The only reason you can get away with using the picture is because they don't know who you are.
Yeah. Exactly.
And it looks so blurry that they're never going to recognize themselves.
Right. They don't have time. Don't have time.
They're off at the big time.
Yeah. Who has time for constituents? Am I right, people?
Oh, good. They're the worst, aren't they?
Yeah, they really.
Always nagging.
Yeah,
well, you promised this. Oof.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I can't wait to run for office.
Get your face up there.
Oh, I'm plastering it.
You are plastering it. I thought you said you were going to be plastered during it. There's a good chance.
Idea. I might.
Your picture would probably look great.
I was just about to say I might actually look more sane than everybody else.
No, the picture on the sign looks exactly like him on his Facebook page. Nobody does, though. It doesn't make any sense to me that everybody looks at this and goes, great idea, I'm putting my face up there. No, put your name up there. That's all people need to know.
Yeah.
They don't need to see you. Nobody wants to see you.
Yeah.
We're electing you, so we're actually kicking you out of this area, right? Because you're going to spend most of your time gone. Yes. Nobody likes you. They want you gone.
Isn't it sad when you meet somebody that, like, you either voted for or, like, was on the radio, and you have, like, this vision of them, and you meet them, and you're like, wow, this is a letdown. Like, your name sounded so strong, or your voice sounded so good, and you meet them, and you're just like,
hi, how are you?
Wow, I was expecting something much different than this.
Wow, that is a sweaty handshake.
Is that what you've gotten before?
That's why I don't run for office.
Everybody would be like, wow, that is moist.
It is 50 degrees out and you have pit stains.
And they can see that through your suit coat. So, like,
Yeah, that's how you know you're in trouble.
Yeah.
I just
And
don't.
it's a dark suit.
I just don't. Well, eventually you sweat enough that it just all becomes one color again. So it just kind of comes full circle.
Gross.
You just have to hit that point.
Yeah.
Where somebody gives you a pat on the back and it's squishy.
Isn't that dry clean only? Mind your business.
You watch yourself. I'm about to be an elected representative. You're going to jail.
I didn't see your picture on the billboards. Yeah, that's right. They all look like mug shots. Let's just be real.
Oh, it's never. Yeah, it doesn't. And most of them probably are, to be fair. I mean, come on. Let's just be fair.
There we go. Nothing like getting sued by everybody in our state.
Didn't mention any names.
Oh, okay. That's true.
You know who you are.
John, do you have anything?
Well, we're at the end of the podcast, so
He hasn't spoke very much, and he needs a chance. He just a lot. He chortled.
That's what we expect. He chortled. A few guffaws.
Yeah. I mean, I laughed. I giggled.
Hey, how did Michigan do? All right, that's the end of the show, ladies and gentlemen. What's up?
Do you know that sometimes an actor, all he needs is his voice?
Okay.
And the voice of Michigan is James Earl Jones. That's all we need.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh.
He went to U of M. He is a proud Michigan alum.
Was.
Was. Yeah, sorry.
Don't want to correct you so soon.
Wow. Yeah. No, it's... Sorry to get on. I was thinking about that while you guys were kind of, talking about faces, but I was like, sometimes you just need to use your voice. And James Earl Jones used his voice to perfection.
You're really torn up about his death,
I kind of
aren't you?
am. Well, because he's childhood. He was our childhood. He was Mufasa, Darth Vader. He was in Sandlot. I mean, he was basically our childhood. He had many, and he embraced, I think, Star Wars too. Everyone's like
Dr. Strangelove.
Yep.
Or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb.
What?
Nobody?
What?
That's okay. Sorry. It's his first movie role. Dr. Strangelove, Peter Sellers.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
I apologize.
Wow.
I don't know that.
Thought you were a true fan over there. The way that you're all broken up, John.
Because I came into so I don't know his early work. I'm so sorry. So
his early work.
No, it's really cool. Just because I saw something. Someone posted something on Facebook saying in honor of James Earl Jones, how he used his voice in such an epic way, to captivate millions. I'm like, he did. Because if you heard his voice, you knew who it was. Mm-hmm. Didn't even need to see him.
You're still going to hear his voice because he signed off that it could still be used with AI going forward, so that he will still be the voice of Darth Vader.
Nice.
Because Disney's going to milk that cow.
Wow. Yeah.
Long after he's dead.
Yeah. Can't wait to see the next Skywalker. Or whatever her name is.
Really? Is that a thing?
If they can use James Earl Jones' voice, why not bring back Darth or some form of whatever they do now?
Somehow, Vader survived.
Maybe there's a different timeline.
Oh,
for
okay.
crying out loud.
But it's he was able to voice Mufasa in the live action role of the Lion King movie.
I'm not sure that was his proudest moment.
No, probably not.
Don't think you can use live action for animated.
No, they had real lions, I think.
Relax.
They could only do the stampede in one shot because they couldn't get the animals back.
And there they go.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, did you know, though, that James Earl Jones had a very bad stuttering problem when he was a child?
I didn't know about that.
Yes. His English teacher helped him.
Nice.
And asked him to read a poem in front of the class. And he had a good voice, and the teacher was like, "Keep going!" And he was like, "I am your father."
And every little kid forgot, scarred for life right there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's sad that James. I mean, he hasn't really done anything for a while, has he?
Well, he's 93.
Okay, Anthony Hopkins.
I don't think he's 90 yet, though, is he?
Okay, Clint Eastwood.
Oh, that guy's still acting.
Mm-hmm. There's still a ton of guys that are.
Sean Connery.
Sean Connery. He's reprising Rock 2.
Oh, I thought he was going to be like James Bond. The retirement home.
The retired James Bond. I just sit here and sip my margarita. By the way,
sorry, I know it kind of has been on my mind, just like how his contribution to Hollywood and even to America and just as a fan base too. Is just he was a brilliant voice actor too, and a brilliant actor in his own right.
Yep.
But yeah,
good strong voice.
Good strong voice.
Absolutely.
I would love to hear him read a book. Of course, then I might also be terrified that Vader was after me,
or Mufasa.
So I don't know if that'd be a win or a loss or what. There would be mixed feelings.
Actually, would be if he actually did the voiceover for like one of those like nature programs.
Oh, I'm sure he did.
I'm sure
like Morgan Freeman.
I'm sure he has.
Yeah. Another voice that's
Morgan Freeman. Yeah, he's not pushing 90. He's in his 70s though.
One of the funniest ones I've heard is Snoop Dogg. He did a nature one and it was hilarious.
Okay. That must have been a weird nature.
Well, no.
Now you see this pigeon down in the hood?
No.
Freeman is 87, by the way.
Oh, that's him. Freeman.
No, because he was doing one with a lizard and he was trying to escape these snakes. He goes, man, snakes are straight up jerks. What the heck? What are they doing? Run, lizard, run. Oh my goodness. He was like having a moment and just narrating this nature thing. It was hilarious.
I think we should narrate it.
Oh, that would be good.
That would be great.
That'd be very good.
Have like 3 different sets of animals that live in the same habitat, and then we each take one.
The problem is we'd have John just going, who'd be good at narrating this? Who'd be a good voice for this?
Not me, but somebody else.
That'd be his thing the whole time, is recommending new people to replace us.
No, it's not true. I would love to be the voice
He's
of a
like
mongoose.
sitting there.
Of a mongoose?
I could be the voice of a mongoose.
I don't know if you have what it takes to be the voice.
I can do a mongoose.
Do a mongoose right now.
You can't put me on the spot.
What? Well, how are you going to do the voice for it? They're going to put you on the spot.
I'll work my way up to it.
A mongoose is going after. He's going after a cobra right now. Narrate.
The mongoose tracks the cobra.
Is that the voice of a mongoose?
Yes.
They're small but deep voices.
They are. And they also don't taste good. So there you go.
But have you had mongoose?
No.
Well, that opens up some new questions. That might be for next week's episode.
No, I was watching a documentary about
the mongoose eaters of Ethiopia.
Was one of the African cats was chasing it. The practice, and the narrator said, "But they don't eat the mongoose because they don't taste good." I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. How do they know that? Like,
how do you find out that information? I mean, obviously somebody has had
interviews with the cats afterwards.
Yeah. How is that mongoose?
Not very good. We do not eat them.
Yeah. You see that hairball? That's him. I coughed it up.
If you put some American cheese on it, sure.
Yeah. Anything tastes. I'll eat broccoli covered in American cheese.
What's the animal you'd love to voice? Or narrate, sorry.
An elephant. Ooh. Absolutely. Fat jokes aside, Brent. Fat jokes aside.
All right, Brent.
Oh, so we got a mongoose and an elephant, so I have to pick an animal in Africa.
You don't have to.
Yeah. I said we have to.
Are mongoose in Africa?
Mongoose?
Isn't that the plural? Of
mongoose?
I think it's mongooses.
Oh.
Mongooses?
Canadian mongoose?
Yes. They'll poop anywhere.
Canadian mongoose are jerks.
Yeah. And they taste terrible.
Do a Canadian mongoose.
I did. Sure.
That was easy.
I did hear that I did hear that the Canadian mongoose tastes like maple syrup. So
delicious.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so what's your animal then?
What animal would I narrate for? Oof. I don't know. That's a good question. I would. I would have to be a play-by-play. So like it would have
Platypus?
To be. No. Nope.
He doesn't know how to pronounce it.
Oh,
Platypus?
Okay.
A play-by-play?
Yes.
A platypi. I think that's what
that's the plural.
The plural.
Those are delicious.
Yeah. It would have to be an active animal.
I love getting a big platypi there. That's not easy to say there.
Yeah. It'd have to be a predator, so. Huh.
Probably the African mouse. They're predators.
Yeah. Give me that African mouse. What's wrong with you?
as he scurries
I
along.
think you would be a Komodo dragon or something.
Oh, yeah. All nice and slow with the tongue. There he goes, flicking his tongue. He's obviously smelling for his prey.
His bite is infectious. It will kill you.
Yes. I got bit and I fell in love.
Because of all the...
He causes the animals to freeze with how slow he moves.
The Komodo dragon of love.
Yes.
Right.
You notice how the Komodo dragon doesn't even walk. He swaggers his way up.
Well, let's just put a TM on this because I know somebody's going to try to take this idea. Mm-hmm. National Geographic, you watch yourself. Yeah. Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
That Komodo dragon. Ow. No, I don't know. It would have to be... I feel I like to... I used to narrate football games. Even though they already had commentators, I liked my commentation better.
Of course.
Because naturally. I was funnier. And because they... did you know that he had 12 sacks? I was like, I don't care. He just hit that dude. Anyways, so I'd go with like a cheetah.
Oh.
I think a cheetah would be kind of fun if we're going to be in the African area. Cheetah. Actually, you know what would be really fun if we're in Africa? I'm gonna narrate for the gorilla.
That would actually be very fitting. That would
gorilla.
be very fitting, yeah.
Yeah. What do you mean fitting?
Uh-huh. No reason.
Okay.
Silverback.
Yeah.
Because they're both gray.
Both gray.
Oh, I just pounded on my chest, real.
It was a very good job, though. I believed it.
That's the American Silverback. We pound too hard in our chest. And
it's not meant to take that.
Yeah, not meant to take that, yeah.
Who doesn't like a good silverback? So, that wraps up our Friday discussion. I don't know where in the world we went. We went from political science to American silverbacks.
With a detour in Africa.
Yes.
And R.I.P. James Earl Jones.
And if you would like your silverback, we can't provide that for you.
No
you're gonna
refunds.
You're gonna have to get your refunds somewhere else. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and until next week, make sure you find an animal that you can narrate.